Oh my god.
Okay. Are we good?
Yeah, we're recording.
February 25th, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Says the defendant lobby, alright, but there's no defendant. Trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? Maybe in the detention center. Where's Emma for that matter? Almost seems as if. I have no idea who this is.
Me neither.
Something's been happening behind the scenes. Oh.
It's me.
Edgeworth! You sound way more girly than usual.
Knowing you've already figured it out. Who the owner of the 7777777 passes? ID number is, that is.
You could have just told me. I have a pretty strong hunch. Like I'm not the only one who figured it out.
You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday, last year, yesterday, is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does not belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything.
True. Yeah.
In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, right, and Chief Prosecutor Sky will be found guilty.
I'm gonna go get some pudding. Hold on.
Alright.
Keep reading. No, you can keep reading.
No.
Keep reading! I got my headset on!
Go, quick, go.
Oh my god, it's down the stairs. Do you want me to die?
No, go get it. Come on. This is a special session. I'm taking the silence as yes.
I'm fucking getting pudding. Leave me alone.
Oh, I forget that other people can also have Bluetooth headsets.
I said I'm still wearing my headset.
I mean,
Okay. I'm back.
it's fine because I got Edgeworth staring into my soul all the time.
Hey,
But she didn't do it!
Yeah. I figured he'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say.
Time has ever done something like this. Anna's hiding something, and the only way we'll ever know the truth. Go in the heart of her.
The truth.
Everything goes back to the SL9 and
Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past or your big girth.
that depends on or you. If she's found guilty, you'll lose your only chance to find out what really happened.
I'll think about it. It's you in court, right?
I love you. This is it. And we're going to find out what Chief Gant has on her. It's now. We're going to 10 a.m. District Court. Number 9. I love how precise, like, the time at which the proceedings start every time. Robber. Oh yes, let's go. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, we haven't seen Phoenix in like so long. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Normally, this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement.
Question mark?
Police chief, a proposal to make. Yes.
Oh.
Ugh.
What are folks? How's everyone doing? Hey, have you been back to the pool yet? I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. That's a good one. Don't think I can top that.
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, what exactly is this proposal of yours?
That is to say, the defendant asked me if she could speak directly to the court. She wants to do what? Having heard what she intends to say, I feel she granted her request. In the end, should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
What's this all about, defendant? I'd just like to make one simple request, and I'll be finished.
Well then, what's your request?
Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I confess to all charges against me.
This is the second time I'm going through this.
On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office.
Oh, Lana! Objection! You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
Lana!
Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney. The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven its case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
The defendant certainly has the right to self-representation. Question can be valid, although this is an unprecedented situation. Indeed, it appears there's no further need to continue this trial. Even if Mr. Wright may feel otherwise. Can't be happening. Here's the time for the verdict has arrived. This court finds the defendant.
One moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright,
The prosecution has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond a reasonable doubt.
I love him.
Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
this is thanks to the pillow talk we had before.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's suddenly grown a conscience.
Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. Why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut?
The finger shake. It gets me every time.
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, to no longer the naive little boy you thought you'd have me be. With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Kind of, everyone operates as you do, Worthy.
I thought so. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh? Whom?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye.
Bruh.
I request the court hears her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue. I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. The exposure of the truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Very well. The court shall grant the prosecution's request. What's okay with you, right, Gigant? Worthy. Live to regret this. Mark my words.
Miss Emma Sky, please take the stand.
Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins.
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Emma Sky. My occupation, I'm Lana's little sister, and I want to be a scientific investigator.
2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dock of the Joe Dock killings. Is this correct?
Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
I'm sorry, but I'm the main character? Just stop stealing in the spotlight. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. It's an incident that was revealed 2 years ago. Really all that relevant?
Yes, it most certainly is.
Well, okay then. You're giving pass.
Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago.
Yesteryear has happened. Bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. Witness testimony 2 years ago.
I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
It's a good thing you weren't harmed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
That's understandable. However, please tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, what does the testimony have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
That will soon become apparent, Your Honor.
You have to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence, and his whole career at stake. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Cross-examination 2 years ago. Okay, I have to admit, I have no idea what you're here because I see focus on the narrative. Waiting in my sister's office that day, I came running in to rescue me. I'll never forget what you saw in that instant. And raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall.
Is there an autopsy report for Marshall?
I think so. Yes. Back. Oh,
in the
sorry,
back.
on the back. There we go. Thank you, Kane. Does it go with this? This is a reminder. This is risky because we like lose truth points if you get it wrong.
We saved. It's okay. Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Any objections? No?
Good.
Okay.
From Phoenix.
Objection!
Uh-oh.
Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence. And I am right. No, I'm stupid. I don't know
Fucking
anything
kidding me.
contradictory. Huh? Really? You should have
Are you fucking kidding me?
think your 3 fucking neurons before you make very baseful accusations.
I literally... I really hate, like, the logic of this game sometimes. It really pisses me off.
Yeah, sometimes you will like that, but I'm pretty sure that was one of the worst examples of that.
Yeah.
Let's press this. If it needs to be Must have been in real shock.
Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly.
What were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dog was holding you hostage.
When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them.
Doesn't have any reason to lie. Oh, it sure does. My apologies, Savannah. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. Alright, that's a clue that we should press her more. Waiting, my sister's laughing today, and running in for Marshall rescue.
No. Sorry, I'm wrong.
What was the prosecutor doing there?
That day, sorry, someone was walking up. That day, there were two people present during Dog's questioning. Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall.
Forgot about Gant.
Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
I assume that would also be why he was pressed on after Dog.
When Dark grabbed me, I thought I was as good as dead.
That's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in.
I don't clearly remember what happened then, but
I'll never forget what I saw then. Can you tell us about that?
Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out.
Lights?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby.
The electricity went out. Wait a minute. It was pitch dark in that room. Should have been able to see anything, right?
Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then.
Detective?
Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
Detective Bristol. The victim. You spoke to Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago?
Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial.
And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw.
Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture.
Picture. I think she mentioned that before. Oh, Mr. Wright? Have you heard enough? Picture the witness drew. I believe it has a very important meaning.
But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Yes, you mind if we add this statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. Oh, do I need to read that?
I think they should.
I drew a picture of that scene once, but it seems to have been lost.
Well, I do think we have evidence that it's been found.
Yeah, it was on the back of the evidence list, right?
Yeah.
Let's double check, and looks like a drawing to me, so I'm just going to... Objection! Mr. Edgeworth? The little girl put all her heart to drawing that beautiful picture. Yet you would insist on denying its existence?
Huh? Hey, I'm not the bad guy.
Oh, get a room!
All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for the case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Behold! This is the evidence list of the Ethel 9 incident. Please turn it over, Your Honor. Turn it over. And... oh, what's this?
Yes, what is that?
It...
Hey, that's it. That's the scientific picture I drew.
Indeed, two men appear to be scientifically wrestling each other here.
Scientifically wrestling sounds like sex ed term or something.
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list?
See?
Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list.
Please don't ask how I got this. Oh, these lists are different from each other.
What?
It would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists fit together to form one. You can see the facts here, but they were torn apart from each other. You see, Mr. Edgeworth, quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, the half of the evidence in that case ever reached you.
What?
Order! Order! Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
She was 14.
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor.
That fucking idiot. Wait a minute. This list was torn in half, and that means... Your Honor! You're right, Mr. Wright. Your eyes are bulging from your head, and... Fuck.
There's something else bulging.
If the evidence list was torn in half, there might be more of the drawing on the back of the list. Yes, that's quite conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's possible. Let's see. Also matters.
Oh my god!
Something wrong? What are you doing, yoga right now?
Sorry, my microwave hamburger is done.
You're gonna have to ask.
My god!
Sorry, Your Honor.
Miles!
My microwave. There's indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It just doesn't show in the sprite because the artists were too lazy to draw.
We do have a microwave in the prosecutor's desk as well as the coffee machine, Your Honor. I'm sure we're going to find out soon enough.
It's that thing. Oh no, here we go.
Holy shit. It all comes back, man.
That's what? That thing. The thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives.
Guess he was out of scrap paper. This is sorted up there. Evidence list. List of evidence in the SL9 incident. Half of the list was found in that test. Very well, witness. Will you please testify about this picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
Let's take a quick look in case there's something substantial that we didn't already know. Yeah, evidence list. Okay. Okay, so that's the whole picture, which is 90 degrees rotated. With the fucking thing flying up in the sky, apparently.
I don't get it.
What's wrong with Emma? You know, aside from the usual stuff. She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture that she drew. Witness as to any Emma's picture.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted.
You know, like all the shit we put through, that's, you know, pretty artistic. When you're
Yeah.
going through a trauma and you remember that clearly enough to draw a picture of it that well.
Yeah. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
Oh. Sorry, I was drinking beer because I didn't think that testimony would be that short. And to think that a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw. I don't see any contradictions here. It's clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder prosecutor Neil Marshall. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Thank you for not making me ask this time. Okay. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were the shadows. I think we should press all of these because there is not many of them that,
I feel like she just didn't say it.
I clearly something else. So
Yeah,
maybe we
I think she needs to just like elaborate on everything.
Did you draw this picture right after these?
I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later.
That's honestly impressive.
At first, I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything.
During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gant and Lana Sky.
For 3 days later. Oh shit, I've been fresh on my mind. Excuse me, witness. Can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black?
Because all she could see was shadows.
Hold it! You can only see shadows.
No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor.
We're knocked to the floor?
Dark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
Emma. She was.
What happened after the lightning flashed?
This is a bit of a strange time to ask, but I think you should consider giving Edgeworth to Tyzo, given how little he has to speak, because he only voiced Marshall in this case, and he's
Yeah,
like
he's
firmly
gone.
No,
in
I
jail.
checked. Just go on with this case, goddammit.
Are you fine with that? Because
Yeah. We got
Okay.
like 20 minutes. Go.
right. You didn't see the actual murder take place.
No, I'm sorry.
The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint. Do you really need to torture this girl any further?
What? Hey, I'm not the bad guy here.
Anyway, this picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant.
Flying a thing in this picture. Can we present?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I'm going to ask every time because I already got it wrong.
We still have some lives to play with. We can save
Alright.
if we need
It's
to.
so scary.
Brother, that statement literally contradicts what's happening.
No!
Those? I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm Victory. Huh? I knew you were stupid, but really? Actions overruled. I have to think before you make, you know, very baseful authority what I said. Whatever, Mr. Wright. Oops. I forgot he was stupid and blind and had no object permanence. Alright, I guess we should test this as well because it's so new. Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw?
Of course, this is the exact scene.
Wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detective.
Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright?
Oh no, of course not. You've never done that before, Edward. Shelter. I'm something not my salary.
I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detective. So I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Royce, is there something that's bothering you about this picture? I've already shown you it. That's strange. And yet, clearly a contradiction
Are
here.
we fucking serious?
I have no idea.
Me neither. Can you go to the file, maybe?
Yeah, can we like...
One?
The case file.
Oh wait. You know, we've been ignoring one fact about this picture. That's the fact that the knife is clearly not a knife, like
Oh, yeah.
blunt object. So maybe we
Is
could.
it?
Yeah, like it's not sharp. It's not a knife,
Go to the...
and that lines up with the
Go
knife.
to the... What? No, that doesn't line up with that because it said that the tip broke off inside of his chest, so it would have been after the stabbing.
What says that exactly?
It-
Go to
Go to the...
Died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Weapon found in wound. Yeah. That does line up with the picture. But this is something that we found out during the investigation, and
Yeah.
something that potentially the court doesn't know about.
I think I'm confused about what you're trying to get at.
I'm not trying to get at anything. I already presented what I was trying to get at, but I'm just trying to kind of play the game and, you know, like this is new to the court and maybe this is what we're supposed to present, but I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. The way that I'm looking at it is like the picture. I don't know. It should, if, according to the file, the tip of the knife broke off inside of his chest. So in the picture, it would have had to be sharp, but it's not.
It says a knife tip wasn't the specify which knives.
But remember earlier they said that it matched up like fiber by fiber. Who are we talking to?
Yeah,
That
they
said
said that with regards to Petition Goodman, not with regards to Neil Marshall.
thought they said that about Marshall. I may be misremembering. I have no idea.
Some line is written on the flag attached to the knife. So the weapon used on that incident 2 years ago and has known many victims. Okay.
I could have swore that they said that the tip of the knife broke off in I don't know.
Okay, considering that we already have a very reasonable piece of evidence and got punished for it, I would say stay here. Let's say some because we didn't do anything wrong. I don't know, the autopsy report?
Oh.
Objection! I hate to hear of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction.
What? But I still remember it just like it was yesterday.
Mr. Wright, perhaps it would be faster if you could simply point out this contradiction for us. Part of this picture contradicts the autopsy report.
Is it the knife?
Yeah, because like that's the only thing that I was able to, like it's not the fact that it's silhouettes. You can't identify any people here.
Yeah.
The knife is the only peculiar thing in this picture in its current frame. Disregarding the other half that we pointed out seconds ago.
Okay. Contradiction,
of course, lies here. Take a look at the knife that the man is holding, or the woman. You can't. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. If I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright.
But Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken off and no victims.
It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer.
I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma.
And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem?
It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. The victim was only stabbed once, and the murder weapon should not yet be broken. Oh! What's the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand.
Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. If the knife was found inside the victim's body, it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there. That's right. What does this mean?
The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken.
I'm pretty sure by victim they mean Bruce Goodman, which is the current victim 2 years ago. So they're saying like it's a time parallax that it was the current victim. If Neil Marshall was on 71. That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were united at the time. She was sure she remembered correctly.
But there is no other way to explain this inconsistency.
Objection! So fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There's another explanation. You've forgotten already. Something called falsified evidence.
You're treading on thin ice, Mr. Wright.
I'm saying that the broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. Can't deny the possibility.
No. Ah.
Order! Are you saying the investigation menu was corrupted? Your Honor, I come from Turkey. Please allow me to once again go over the evidence that took place the day of the murder. Police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors Award at the ceremony, remarks to go dark on Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief, somewhere in the story, there's a lie.
I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. It's the shit from the award. Bro.
If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been
another broken knife.
Bro.
The chances of there being two broken knives.
Well, it's very possible, Your Honor. It's not that weird.
Another broken knife besides Joe Dark.
It's the award. The award.
I got the fucking wrong thing, I'm sorry.
No!
Broken knives just don't grow on trees.
No! 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 Oh my god!
Can't just be explained away by a simple observational error. Of course, the one time I made an innocent mistake, he acknowledges it, but not the actual logical one. That instant, Emma really did see a broken knife.
Okay.
I assume then you have some information about the other broken knife. If so, please feel free to enlighten us. And there's only broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. This isn't the real murder weapon because this doesn't have the blade.
Where is it? Fuck.
I think it
I don't want to get spoiled for,
show
but I
this because this
do
has the blade.
have to go in a bit.
Okay.
Okay. You what do you think we should do?
I think it's a picture.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think present the picture.
Wait. Before that, are you like cool? What's our time limit? Because
Like 5
case,
minutes.
in that case, should we finish this tonight or tomorrow night or something? Or later in the week?
It doesn't matter. To me.
It doesn't matter to me either. Hello?
That was gone, dude.
Just give him the picture, please. I'm begging you.
Join casino.
Well, I was wrong.
Oh, I think you're
It
right.
was right. It was right.
The answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Can I save here? Yes, I can.
Isel, please, man.
What?
I think he waived his right to a vote by not answering. So,
But no, you're not gonna let me see that. Yeah. This is torture.
prosecutor's gotta go, dude, and we can't have
I'm
a
really
trial.
sorry. I have work tomorrow. I had a lot of fun, though.
How are you gonna just give him the picture and then just